Hey everybody, welcome back to Farming Simulator 25, Riverbend Spring Scratch Start episode 55. I'm just finishing up March, which we left it at last time. We kind of ran out of time without wrapping and stacking these bales, and I decided that before we went to April, we would do so. I'm using the new bale spikes I bought from the straw pack. And so Y grabs them. You can see the hooks went in. And now they don't fall off. Uh, with this weight on here, we can just barely handle 3 of these bales. But that's fine because 3 is a good number for bales. And then Z to let go, which unhooks. And we can move on to the next stack. So we're going to move on to April here in just a minute. And we're going to have to rent a planter and decide whether I'm still into the idea of doing soybeans or whether cotton might be a better idea, except that we can't do that because cotton's done today. Cotton's done in March. It was February and March for cotton. So we are going to do soybeans. And maybe we'll have to do some cotton next year. Hopefully by then we'll have a planter. Probably should have spent a little bit of money on getting a planter. Could have done that. So Y to grab the bales. And they should just... Okay. They didn't. You to let go. Only that guy didn't stay for some reason. And I don't know why. He should have been grabbed. Very weird. I have a real hard time lining this guy up. Wow. Alright, well, that is that. I think I wasn't at the right level. I think I hadn't leveled it correctly. So let's try this again and get this. I still do like this bale handler, but maybe I want to try for one of the ones that's actually like meant to go flat. I don't know. We can find that out some other time. You should be grabbed. Yeah, see, now they're grabbed. So that was weird that that top one didn't get grabbed last time, even when it should have been. Oh. Z to let go. All right, so that being done means we can move on to April. I can crank the time back up. I just didn't want it to get completely dark here. Last time we did buy the workshop and more land, various other accoutrements. Let's go. I don't know what we're going to need to use this for, but I will just clean it up so it's ready for whatever we might want to use it for. We'll run over and sleep the night away. All right, it's April now. We've got 53,000. Let's have a look at the sale, just in case there's a planter in there. Nope, that's a cedar. And only a 5-meter cedar at that. It's a 5-meter cedar. Yeehaw. Man, I really love the idea of the IT runner, but I have tried to use it 20 or 30 times, I think. And I just always end up not needing it. Always end up with silos and other things. Like, if I get 48 or 50k liters on it, maybe. But we've got to do our usual egg movement, or not. I guess not. I guess we'll wait till the end of the month, the end of the day. Maybe this will have finished out. Because, yeah, we've still got enough food for a couple of months. So we're good there. We have got a lot of wood product. And I don't think anything else is going to sell at the playground. It acts like they might sell at the playground, but I don't think they want it. So I'm going to load it up on the trailer anyway, because we actually do need the money. So I'll sell it to whomever, I think. Whomever wishes to buy it. Let's look at planks long. Right. So we could sell it to, the Grain Elevator Museum is the next one. Right. They also buy planks top dollar. We gotta clean this out before it fills up. I think we're fine though, for now. And maybe we can get some more oat and canola in there. But we really do need to buy a planter, so let's see what kind of... I mean, I would rather buy a planter than rent it, especially if we're going to be doing soybeans more often. If we're going to be doing soybeans, then why not? Okay, 11 meters, 109. This is the direct drill. That's what we're aiming for. We're halfway there, and we've got the planks to get there. So the Valtra is our huckleberry. This thing is already ready to go. We just need to get it over there and load those planks up. Oh, we also want to not be dragging. We've got quite a few planks here, so hopefully this goes somewhat reasonably. We're going to load all these guys up, and I'll see you in a minute. The pal figure actually, I think, raises higher. And I hope that I can... What are you stuck on there, bro? Okay. And the question is, before I even come there, can I get this all the way up to the point where I can put... Okay, it appears so, yes. So I need to, if I want to keep these in the tall stacks, 3 high stacks, I need to get all of these on there in one 6 high stack. Which unfortunately won't happen unless I'm very careful about blowing them up from this other direction. Right. What? I'm so confused. The physics of this game are not always the best. Because of, well, not really stuff like that. It's more like you're not attached, mate. You're literally not attached. Stop acting like you're part of the deal. Right, it's stuff like that. Alright, well I'm just gonna get out and put these on here. However, right. Alright, we're going to get the rest of these loaded and I'll see you in a minute. Alright, that is everybody loaded and strapped down. And now we're going to take these to the grain elevator. And then on the way back we're going to stop and pick up the wood. Not the wood, the rope. Which I didn't bring any device for, so I'm just going to have to pick it up by hand. And load it on. I can get a guy to help me. I bet 2 big dudes can pick up one of those pallets and stick it on the truck without too much trouble. And there will only be a couple of them, so it's not a huge deal. But it's off to the grain elevator first. Here we are. $1 grand. Nice. Well, we now definitely have enough for our planter, but it's April, so we're not planting cotton. But we are going to buy the planter, so next year we will plant cotton, because that's definitely, even just selling the cotton as bales is more profitable than soybeans ever were. And then other things. Man, this bus. Right. As I was saying, cotton's a more profitable crop than soybeans, and it's about time we actually got into it on a bigger scale, especially now that we have some extra fields to work with. Here is our rope maker. And let us see what we've got. One. Yeah, dude, help me out. Help me carry this. Thanks. Free help, Rob. Yeah, I'm not sure about this rope thing. I mean, I've got to do it for... purposes of completing the playground maker project. But I think once our rope is done there, I think we're going to be sending our cotton and our wool to cloth, to the spinnery instead. I think that's more profitable and also a bit faster. Although, if my lesson from Frankenmuth is anything to be, you know, any indicator, I'm going to need like 3 spinneries for every tailor if I want to keep up. Because the spinneries are slow. All of the cloth stuff is slow. Wait, another 11,000 for that rope? I mean, the rope's not a bad sell, but we're talking like 1 pallet every 2 months off the wool we're giving it. Anyway, we're looking there right now, there's probably like 4K wool in there. $6K. We're giving it more wool than it can take. More wool than it can handle. And that's just off of a standard like a standard large sheep farm. Like, I didn't adjust the sizing, I don't have an excess number of sheep or anything. And I do think we want to be about... We look at we want to look at these guys all got lime just the other day. Claims it needs lime, but it doesn't. It claims it... pH seems to be fine, although the nitrogen seems to be bad everywhere. So maybe we can spread nitrogen on it. Right. We're gonna need that guy to do that stuff. We're gonna go pick up. We need a JCB to do the planting of soybeans here. We're gonna buy the. Actually, let's send you to here. Go get to the JCB, and we'll go there in this too. We're going to pick up our lime spreader. We don't need it per se, although I do want to look and see if lime is needed at the new field before I plant it. It's likely that it is needed, so we may go run that lime spreader immediately down there. But now we have 2 spreaders, so we can go. You're in the slow tractor. We can go get gas. Right, this guy will pick up the planter we're about to buy after we buy gas. Right, this guy. Oh, it looks like he takes liquid fertilizer. I'm actually the oh no, he'll take bagged fertilizer as well. Okay, good. I'd rather not. The liquid is probably not as good. Oh, fertilizer distribution. No fertilizer. Right. See, there's the liquid, I think. Design 2 being that we don't want a fertilizer unit. A liquid and regular. Right. No fertilizer. We will do the fertilizer separately. I'm liking this. I'm liking this deal. Right, we're gonna buy it. Okay. Yes, we've got this. Right, we've got a planter. Planter galore. I think we can get seed on the way. This opens up lots of other crops. Right, so let's look at our precision farming setup. Okay, pH is fine. Yellow and green. Let's visit and find out, because we're going to want to put our nitrogen down on that after. I swear I nitrogenized that, but I guess I didn't. So we're going to want to get the spreader out here almost immediately. But let's visit here and see what it actually says when we're on site. pH value is okay. Well, that's different than good, for sure. So maybe we get the lime spreader out there and spread it up with lime. And then we'll pick the other one, the fertilizer spreader out there too, but that's after planting. And we'll do that with the JCB. It has the module on it. And I'll see you at the field. Well, I'd pop in here. I need to dump the lime out of that so that I can use our existing lime and then load this guy up. This guy's the blue one. So I'm going to load him up with the fertilizer, and the white one is lime, and that'll make it easy to tell. Well, yeah, I'm doing that before I move on, and also buy more lime at our station. I just thought I'd show you how I was dealing with this. Right, well, we're ready to plant, and I've just done the lime, and I'm bringing the fertilizer spreader up. I got this one changed over to narrow tires, and this is a narrow tire tractor, so I think we can actually fertilize our barley or wheat or whatever that is over there as and when we get done planting here. While I was over there swapping out spreaders, I noticed, well, I just noticed I didn't stop and buy seed, so I gotta go do that. But I noticed that we need to hoe the 2 fields we planted in April. They're ready, they have weeds. They were both planted and rolled by an AI, which doesn't kill the weeds the way that it does on a regular on, you know, when I do it. I've also really made a serious cock up here on the attempt to, maybe I can get through here without hitting anything. Yes I can. So then can I get around here and get this thing lined up? Take seed. I'm pretty sure I can buy seed here. Please tell me I can buy seed here. I thought I could. I know I can on mine. No, apparently I can't. Alright, well, bear with me while I go back to base and buy back to the farm and buy seed. Because apparently that does not dispense seed. Come on. Let me turn. Please. Yeah, it's your fault, buddy. Alright, see you in a sec. Alright, we're coming back and we've got seed. So we can actually plant these soybeans. Let's get steering assist on and find out whether this planter as a direct drill gets rid of, oops, that's not going to be correct. It's going to be quite a bit skinnier than that. Wow, not bad though. Right. Get our soybeans in the ground. Look, wonder how many stop signs we're going to get out of this field. Although it's not really covered in soil, so it may not sprout. Right, we're going to get these soybeans planted up and see you in a bit. Alright, it's just the last little run on the edges here. Well, this edge. Everything else is done. Soybeans are in. And then we can, I don't know if we actually need to, now that I think about it, I recall that we don't necessarily need to put nitrogen in the soil for soybeans in precision farming. I think that's a thing. Let's just get this little corner edge here, and then we can put the thing away. So is that true? Do we not need nitrogen? I still need to hit the other one. Yeah, nitrogen is fine. So cool. Well, we'll just hit up the other one real quick. And we'll just send this guy home. You go home. Hopefully. Turn on automatic, let's see, where is it? So did I not install that on this thing? Oh, I thought I had it. Okay, well, I've got what we got. Nitrogen level for wheat on sandy loam, so at least a little bit, even if it's not with the detection unit. I thought I installed that on here, but maybe I didn't. But we are bringing it up to good, so hopefully that increases the yield. Alright, that bit is done, and we are done. So we can just get this guy home. Although, what if there were fertilizer contracts out in this neck of the woods? Maybe we could break with tradition and do a little fertilizing. Nope, no fertilizing. Oh well. Right, so back to the farm to do some hoeing now. See you there. Alright, we were managed to rearrange the shed a little bit. Guess I ought to show you that. Just, it was a major pain to get the hoe out, but I managed it. So I've moved the mower over here, and now all of our mowing stuff is kind of all in a row here. But that made room to park this guy, pardon me, park this guy here, next to his compatriot. Still think the rollers are in a bad spot, but I'm not sure how to reorg it any other way, so that's where they are. Maybe I could move that stuff in the back away, and then I could back the rollers into that spot. But like that stuff in the back could go up in this corner here and not have trouble. But our next major task here is to get these two fields hoed up. And I believe, since they were planted in March, that I don't need to worry about I don't need to worry about hurting the ground, hurting the plant. So we're just gonna get on it. Yes, correct. I do like the look of a cleanly hoed field. It's quite nice. So, right, we're going to get these guys hoed and then see if there's anything else we can do this month. I don't know if there is. But it's getting on 1 o'clock. I mean, we can always quit about 2 or whenever we're done with this. Next month, the next couple of months, I mean, May ought to be pretty tame, but June, July, August are usually pretty intense. It will be nice to be getting some actual work in. Harvesting especially is quite cool. So anyway, we're just going to get these fields hoed and we'll see what else there is to do, if anything. Alright, just about done. Nice clean fields. Looking good, man. Looking good. You'll notice my money's down a bit. I went and filled up both of those spreaders. So they're all ready to go next time without worrying about whether we have the money to fill them. I'm thinking I need a shed over there just to keep them under. One more thing we need to do after I drop this hoe off. It sounds like I'm driving back from the hotel down to the corner or something, but anyway. Let's get in here and drop this thing again. There's just enough room, but I think I'm going to put it here, and then maybe later we will, because that was a lot of back and forth getting out of there. Maybe later we'll swap those out. But one more thing we need to do is get some wood for the sawmill. So I need to think about what trees I might want to get rid of or lose. Because there's something to be said about the niceness of having the trees around. But at the same time, it's free money. Like, I bought all these trees. And I paid extra for the land they're on and can't even use it. So I might as well cut them down and get some money for them. This big guy right here. Oh, you know, we have a piece of a tree right there that we never picked up. We're lucky that thing will fit on here. It does. Right. Also ran the fertilizer over all of these grass fields. They didn't really need much, but they all needed a little bit. They went from red to orange, which I guess is not an indication of need as much as it is an indication of the actual amount of nitrogen in the soil. With blue usually being too much. Right, so we're down to like, yeah, 8,000 wood. So we do need to go think about what trees we want to get rid of. And I do feel like maybe if I clean up my corners a little bit more, I'd be a little happier. Also, around the edge of this field here, on the back side of it, there's that white flower tree there, and other trees next to it that could go, quite happily could go and make it a little bit easier to work around here. Like even that guy there would be a good one to get rid of, but I think the first one we're going to get rid of is this big one here. The small catalpa comparatively. Some of these northern catalpas are really, really big. Wow. We're lucky we can actually drag this thing out of here. We're lucky. Wow, look at that though. Right. Well, so that makes it 4 or 5.6 or whatever it is or less. Probably going to knock down all of these signs on the way. But we'll do it. Get it in there. Wonder if that's in far enough. It was. So 25, we'll go get that other one on the corner that was also kind of in the way. The problem with those two was that they were kind of blocking being able to start this field from this angle, right? Like coming into it from here is kind of hard with these trees here. So right, we'll get it dealt with. Oh man, except for this little bit here. There we go. So that'll give us, especially when I kill these two off. This one is a pain to work with. Oh, you know what I did? I put this saw in the sheath. Now I don't know how to get it. How do we get the saw? Great, I don't even know how to get the saw out. How do you detach the saw? Alright, what if we detach the tree? Take chainsaw. Okay. There we go. We can't do it with a tree attached, apparently. But the idea is we kill this tree off. And we're going to kill that little tree off because it's not even worth carrying. Clean up the bushes on this corner so that we can actually see. And yeah, buddy, you operating around a farm. I'm pretty sure it's standard for stuff to be in the way. Are you really going to try to go? Ooh, oh. You see what you did to me? Wow, you made me ruin like a good amount of crop. He shoved me into my crop by pushing on the tree. That was messed up. Anyway, I think that's it. I've got 27K. That's enough for a month or two. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I will catch you next time.